Amanda here with Moses and Me Card Company. Today we are going to be showcasing the cards we make with the Simon Says Stamp February 2024 card kit called Love Story. First, let's take a look at what we get in the kit. Starting off with the cardstock, we get a sheet of cotton candy. We get a sheet of black and a sheet of ivory. So these are all Simon Says Stamp 100-pound cardstock. We also get, for our pattern papers, we get, 12 double-sided sheets of Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Love Story, and it's a 6x8 paper pack. So it's two-sided. So we have several kind of very Valentine's Day looking, kind of very vintage, I guess you could say. We get, of course, the stamp set. And this is, of course, the slider camera and typewriter. We get a sheet of champagne matte cardstock. We get some rose gold transfer sheets that will go nicely with this sheet of acetate hearts foil transfer cards. Interesting. And we also get a Cascading Hearts embossing folder from Rainbow Splash. We get some heart gem stickers from Rainbow Splash. We also get the typewriter die that cuts out the typewriter from the stamp set. And then we get, let's see here, this is the Simple Stories. I got the bits and pieces. Some of the card kits also came with the big bits, but I got the bits and pieces. And I believe that is all. So there you have it. Let's see what cards we can create with this month's card kit. We were able to make 10 cards using this month's card kit. I really like Valentine's Day cards, so they're always so much fun to make. Starting off with card number 1, I wanted to use that beautiful champagne gold cardstock that we got along with the embossing folder. And of course I have this mailbox die from Spellbinders. I've had it in my stash for quite a while, and I have yet to get through all the seasons, so maybe this is the year. This is called the Parcel and Post Mailbox, and it just comes with the dies to create the mailbox itself. And then of course I have the stamp set that is the Parcel and Post Sentiments that you stamp inside of the little mailbox. And then of course they have some add-on dies. This is the Parcel and Post Heart Decorations, which I was able to use to cut out some of the things that I shoved in the mailbox. Now I will say I think I put this piece on the wrong direction. I think it's supposed to actually be turned and be a portrait piece rather than a landscape piece, but I went ahead and took some pop-up foam that I have from Spellbinders and cut out 3 little sparkly hearts to put up there. And I also brought in some other cardstock from my stash just to give it some more color. And then of course this is from the black cardstock that we got in the kit, and I just cut out a frame for it. And there you have card number 1. So that's a nice classic little Valentine's Day card. For card number 2, I wanted to use those acetate pages that we got, or sheets that we got with the toner on them. And so I just used the toner, and I just used the color that we got in the card kit, which I think was a rose gold, and I did all of those. And this is just mounted on some of the pattern paper that we have in the kit. And then I took my rectangle dies from Spellbinders. These are the postage edge rectangles, and cut out that edge rectangle this size so that I would have a way to actually adhere this to my cardstock, or my pattern paper rather. Then I took some of the ephemera that we got, and of course I popped that up on some fun foam so that it's got a little bit of dimension. And I also took some more of that ivory cardstock that we got in the kit, and this is a stamp from My Favorite Things. And this is called Itty Bitty Love Notes, and it just says, "You make my heart smile." And I thought that was a nice kind of classic simple card. And then of course I brought in some gems. These are from Simon Says Stamp as well, and they are in the champagne sequins. So they're a kind of a nice, pretty champagne color and some golds. They just look really pretty with the champagne gold cardstock that we got and the champagne foil that we got. So I kind of used those throughout this kit. For card number 3, again, I took one of those toner sheets and foiled on top of it with the foil we got in the kit, and then made another frame so that I could mount this, and then brought in some of the ephemera that we got, and of course this is popped up, and the sentiment is also popped up, so it's got a little bit of dimension. And then of course the butterfly is popped up as well so that its wings kind of stand up just a little bit, and then I brought in some more of those sequins, and there you have card number 3. So that one was pretty as well and pretty easy. Now to bring in the stamp set, I went ahead and I stamped the typewriter on some of the ivory cardstock that we got in the kit. And I stamped this in scorched timber. I thought this was like a really pretty, like all of my sentiments. This sentiment is black, of course, but this sentiment, these sentiments are in that color. I think it's kind of a nice dark brown neutral. I did stamp the I love you in black so that it's got a little bit of differentiation. But this is of course mounted on some fun foam. The background is some of the pattern papers with some Love from Lizzie peel offs in sparkly red, and that is mounted on a black sheet. And then I've got the typewriter. I actually used an X-Acto knife to cut a little slit in there so that my sheet of paper looks like it's coming out of that typewriter. So there you have card number 4. And again, I used one of the hearts that we got in the kit, and then I brought in some hearts that I have from my stash. All right, so there are the first 4 cards. Let's see if I can get another one in here. For the 5th card, kind of the same concept. I've got another one of those ivory panels, and this of course this dotted detail comes from the rectangles, from the postage edge rectangles from Spellbinders. One of them is this dotted detail that you see here, and so when I cut out the frames for these 2 cards, I got 2 of these panels, so that's why I was able to use them. And now initially I had stamped the camera, but I didn't quite like how the camera looked, or I couldn't quite figure out how to finish it. So I went ahead and I took some of the ephemera that we got into the kit that was this pretty camera, and I just mounted that on this middle panel that's mounted on some fun foam, so it's got a little bit of dimension. And then of course we've got some of the pattern paper in the background, some more Love from Lizzie peel offs, and this is all mounted on that pink cardstock that we got in the kit. And then I used a sentiment from the stamp set, and I stamped that in that scorched timber as well. And then I added one of the little champagne hearts that we got in the kit. And there you have card number 5. Let's see if I can fit this card over here. I'm trying to run out of room over here. All right, for card number 6, I have some more of the pattern paper and some more of the cardstock. So this is this is pattern paper we got in the kit that look like little postage stamps, and then of course this black piece in the middle is also from the kit. I just trimmed that off of one of the pattern papers. And then of course I used our pink cardstock and our black cardstock to create this frame. And I brought in a envelope die from my stash. This is the Faux Mini envelope die. I like this die because it doesn't give it a lot of bulk, so it's a nice flat envelope. And I just cut those out of some pattern paper. And then I stamped one of our sentiments from the stamp set on some of the ivory cardstock, and I added one of the champagne gold hearts there. And there you have card number 6. There. For card number 7, I brought in some more pattern paper. This is the photograph from the stamp set, and I just cut that out, and then I found a little square and cut out the center, and I just mounted that on some more of the pattern paper that we got, so that you've got actually a little picture in there. And this is kind of really busy pattern paper. It's kind of a busy card. This is also pattern paper that I stamped the hello on and mounted one of those champagne sparkly hearts that we had in the kit. And this piece is, of course, popped up on some fun foam, so it's got dimension. And there you have card number 7. For card number 8, I really like this little camera sheet of paper. I brought in this little guy, has been sitting on my desk forever. It came from a Spellbinders kit, and I wanted to use it in that kit, but I never did, and so it sat on my desk for months and months and months. And I used it in this one just so I could get it off my desk. But I also think the little ephemera camera, it might have looked better with this camera because it matches the colors, but I like the little dimension it added, so I went ahead and left it. But I brought in some other, I think this is sea glass cardstock, so it kind of ties into this blue-green that I've got going on. But this is just a sentiment from the stamp set, another one of those champagne hearts that I really liked, and I just cut a banner to put our sentiment there, and there you have card number 8. For card number 9 and 10, they are very similar. I wanted to use up the rest of these toner sheets. I thought they were so pretty, and I didn't want them to go to waste. I know if I don't use them now, I'll never use them. They'll sit in my drawer. So I went ahead and I took some of the champagne cardstock that we got in the kit and cut out a frame, so that, again, that I'd have some way to like actually glue this to the pattern paper underneath. And I just took one of the ephemera pieces. I really like those birds, and some more of those sequins from the champagne sequence mix. And that is that card. I brought in, this is a die set, a die and stamp die from Spellbinders. This is from BB's Snowflake Wishes from Spellbinders, and so it cut out that really pretty sending, and I used one of the sentiments from that sentiment set. So it says, sending you a lifetime of happiness, and there you have those 2 birds. And then for the last card I have, it's the same kind of concept. I really like this butterfly paper, and I also wanted to use up those toner sheets. And so I just created another frame and cut that down. And again, the same sentiments from before. And this just says, wishing you a very happy birthday. The little butterfly is, of course, popped up on some fun foam. And just cute. Just very easy cards. There you have card number 10. So I hope that this helps you figure out what you would like to do with this card kit. I appreciate you guys stopping by and supporting my channel, and I really enjoy this process. So I hope that this helps you guys, and I look forward to our next card kit together. I will chat at you guys soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.